away. I'll try to move my microphone a little bit closer, but this current setup, I can't really move my microphone farther, so I'll just move up the volume gain, whatever. Anyways, hello, welcome all. This is going to be normal, I guess. I was going to say it's going to be a short stream, but I guess it's just going to be normal, like for me, it's maybe an hour or two. An hour, I guess. Only be an hour stream. Hour and a half, see where we are. But anywho, I do have some plans today, so I kind of just do this quickly, but I made a promise to do it. If you haven't seen it already, or you're not subscribed, I have a link to the newest video that's going to be live in the next couple of hours here. So please check it out, because the stream we're doing is related to that. So that'd be greatly appreciated. Next to that, yeah, same old, same old. We're going to be painting up a model today. One that is a centerpiece for any 100 Kingdoms army from Conquest, which is a game from Parabellum. Highly recommend it if you liked Old World Warhammer and the models of Age of Sigmar. You want to kind of like mix the two together. Perfect game for that. But without further ado, let's get straight into the main screen and get painting. Why now? It's been forever. Main screen time. Well, we got the potato camera. There's the cat cam. Cat cam, turn on. Top down camera, turn off. So we have. I'm going to rename this. I want to rename it. So here we have it. This is what we are working on today. So this is what we're working on today. This is the Archangel from Parabellum. As you see, it kind of has stuff and things I've done to the basing. This isn't not its normal pose. I have rearranged it, green stuffed it, primed it, what have you. You can't really see it on the camera. You might. I think I can kind of see it. But the premise of this model is I'm going to be painting, because in the lore, Archangels are made in the actual real lore of Conquest. Archangels are just kind of like the Old Dominion in the sense that the structure is made from a well of energies and magics combining together and taking the world itself basically and turning it into a creature. Whereas the Old Dominion uses, graveyards and stuff, and then turns sarcophaguses and those stone buildings that have like families in it. I forget what they're called. Gothic horror people will know it. And kind of combines it into like a dreadnought. The 100 Kingdoms version is it's a cathedral, a church, a tower, something that represents faith that has in great need of time or something gets brought back together and forms into basically an angelic sort of creature. Now there is a head version that you can have like the all-seeing eye that's behind some carpets that looks freaking Monty Python and Holy Grail bullshit, or you can have the head. I see a lot of people do the head, full face head. If I was to make another one of these, I'd make it with the alternate head or with the face cover. But I wanted this to be more of like a person. So, based off of a certain creator of a certain show. So, there's that. Now this part usually goes onto its back, and this would go onto that little part on the head to kind of give it like that, like you would see in old stained glass art and stuff, like the saints with the halo behind their head. I've just put that onto the back, and then these capes would usually hang off from here and be a stained glass that broke as its wings. And then you would either give it the sword where it would be standing holding it two-handed or one-handed, or you can give it a awesome sick arm that's a bunch of chains and stuff that's holding the shield. It is longer, I just cut it in half, and it would be holding a spear. The spear and shield one, I've seen a lot of people are more like that version of the model. Pose-wise and rules-wise, I like sword and board. That's how I just see it, because, you know, the bibble, the sword and the shield. So I kind of have it like she's pulling the sword out of it, and we're going to kind of do like on the sword like a glowy effect, like it's raw steel like getting formed. And then the shield here is like a main part of like the tower part of the church or something that she's digging out of the wall that kind of like flung over there, or she's like using magic to suck up, like to pull it back up, and hence the hand is like over it, like pulling it up. And then in the back here, the leg is finishing, the final foot is finishing assembly out of the rubble here. And yeah, so that's kind of the theme I've had for this model. And oh yeah, I was going on about why the coloring might look different, or what I was trying to do with it. So the building is going to be based off of the Castle in Canterlot from MLP. So it's got a hint of that like magenta-y, faded pinkish white color to it. You know, like when you use a bright white and then you didn't fully wash off your brush after using red, and it kind of has like that reddish white blend. It's kind of like that, but with magenta, because that's kind of like how they do it in the art for it. And then we're just gonna go around and touch up areas where there's gonna be gold or blackish colors and stuff like that. Go into places like here with gem paint or glazing to kind of give it like a stained look. What I would really love to have done is if I had like see-through plastic like you get in model cars and stuff to make windshields. I would have loved to got some of them and kind of put them into a certain spot so I can like dye them to be it. But this works. It's like the glass is all blasted out. If you have little chunks of resin, you could do that. But yeah, so that's kind of the theme, the idea I'm gonna go for it. And of course, a banner, like somebody's dropped with a shield, helmets and stuff. So I think I'm gonna work on that stuff right now. I'm gonna work on the base and kind of move up. So I think that's what I really only have time for today, and I can do it quickly. So let's, I guess, work on that. Of course, I'll zoom in for you guys. Hopefully you've had a good weekend. I really needed this weekend, but too bad it's ending too like sooner than later, which makes me sad. I could really use an extended weekend, but can't. So, got a brush. We could do the sword at the same time for this too, just because the layering and highlighting and stuff we're gonna do for it. So I'm gonna need, where is it? Rough iron. Ooh. Rough iron. I'm gonna use Canchan flesh. My weird mixture of different metallics to make a silver of sorts. Seen it. I know it's delayed. I did get the model on release day, so like I pre-ordered it, got it like early. I was just so delayed with life that I couldn't get to it. but I did finally post a review video of the Kitsune preview model for the Yoroni from Conquest. So if you want to check that out too, it's a quick little video. Alright. I believe my gem paint is fixed. Yeah. Alright. And to fit, I need a darker color than that. That might be my darkest color. Oh wait, where's that blue? There you are. Ah, no, you're my darkest blue. To fit the theme, the banner is going to be painted in her cape thing there, the curtain. Going to be painted this dark Persian blue because this is going to be the Church of Luna, hence the character that combos this in my lore. Which again, if you guys want to hear my lore or maybe have me write it out about this army, I'd definitely be down for it. It'd be an interesting thing to try out because I know I want to kind of do it like how Northern Exile explained it, how you should tell it not giving all the detail, like keep it a bit of a mystery. Like from the perspective of somebody who's maybe learned about the lore, like they're a peasant that lives in the area, or they're a scholar reading books. That would be neato. Try to be real careful. This was a fluke that I got the white mixed the way that I wanted it, so I do not want to fuck it up. This is an old brush that I've had forever. It is meant for doing basing, stuff like this, or a little bit of dry brushing if needed too. So I don't care about being too gentle with this brush. I'm just going to pull this to my face because I'm in an area that I need control. I got a little bit on it, but that's parts that's going to be painted gold anyways. So, all in all, not bad. Actually, did not fuck it up. So, happy on that. Next stream. So next stream I will be doing more commission work, hopefully. Just because I'm waiting for the person to make the list of models that they want for our, it's you know what it is, it's Callum. Waiting for him to make a list for and finalize the list for our Battle of the Bulge game so that I can pull up the models and paint them up for him. So once he sends me that list, that is what I will be doing. And then once I'm done that, I will be taking a pause on commission work because me and some friends are going to be going to to a convention to play Conquest. So I want to get my army painted up before that happens. I think I'll get some gold too. like the exact opposite of the greedy gold. It's freaking a solid instead of being a liquid. Locked in, I've been painting. Sword is painted. Now, the hand did get paint on it, but I think what I'm going to do with the hand is I'm going to actually, cause it's got plating on it, I'm going to do that in a gold or one of my favorite metallics, actually. Where is it? Here it is. This one? Night Scales. Really love it. It's like a black metallic. So good. I'm going to use it probably on the hands. But it's going to be very metallic. It's going to be one of the most metallic models I paint. So that's excluding, you know, guys with armor, because, you know, the whole base. But I mean, like, actually painting it that's not a base, like the base layer underneath. It's going to be the most metallic. Anyways, sword's done. Alright, probably keep this, but gold can go away for now. Let's get to painting the terrain itself. Getting our weird silver. We're going to paint this stand. Now this one I don't care if I get covered in paint, because everything on the base is getting recovered anyways, repainted to a different color. So I can paint it as I normally would paint. brush it as a, you know, wear and tear from the paint. I'll just do that now before I put it away. It is actually kind of metallicizing it. Oh, there we go. Got metal and stuff on it, so it's not perfectly white. Makes sense because it's damaged. Metallic stuff. Tail. Wow! Got gamer subs in the cup. Maybe it's a little Reese's Puff Reese's. We're now onto the Kanachan. Ow, just punched my camera. You're now on the Kanachan flesh. You're going to be using for wood and stuff. that holds the door shut. That's done. Wood done. I just kicked the camera again. Grab snitch. So oh, okay. I don't know why that song stuck in my head, but it is. Only washes go up here. Okay, here we go. Grab snitches, telling all their business. We also have our first items, channel items. So, hell yeah. So if you guys think that is neato and you want this yourself, I can ask the person that's on there also. It was kind of a gift specifically for them. If they say it's okay, I will let you guys have the raw image of it. You can get it put onto a mug yourself. Or a pen, like I did. Dude, hell yeah. Banana bread? Hell yeah. My banana breads. My nanner breads. My loaves. What up, loaves? There you go. What up, crew? Alright. Okay. Alright. First start. Gotta do the helmets. What I would have done if I remember I had it is I have foam. This might be a tip for you guys who are playing Conquest Last Argument, and you have, like, you know, the individual models that are on their own little stand. Your dollar store has foam. It's like half-inch, or yeah, half-inch, whatever, thick foam, and you can basically just use that plus a stand, like a brute-based stand, or 2 sheets of the foam, and you can turn it into an individual character stand. Forgot I had that, and I bought plasticard to do it, which was a pain in the ass to cut. But you can do it that way. But the other thing I was thinking about it was I could have used it to make walls and stuff. That this was like around, like jagged pieces of a wall sticking out of the base. Rusty. There we go. Drop some of that iron onto the model. It looks like it's been correct quite well. Like it's an old ruin or something. Now, I missed a helmet. Swap out my paper towels. I have this huge chunk of foam. I could use this as a moisture sucker upper. Actually not bad. I use the paper towel to clean off the initial paint and then just use this kind of like suck up all the moisture. Give it a try. I can't remember where it came from though, but that is a thick piece of foam. Okay, I need a little more rusted iron. I can speak. I speak good. That should be my catchphrase. Hello, Maz. I was just gonna call you Maz. What up, Maz? This is a model from Parabellum. This is one of their newest monsters from the 100kingdoms, though I did slightly change its pose, but even in its generic form, it is really sick. It is one of my favorite monsters that they make, next to the dinosaurs and the fallen divinity, which the fallen... Oh my motherfucker, did I just paint it? Oh yeah, no, we're good. I hit the sword. The fallen divinity is definitely my favorite monster mini they make. That's all this done. Enough of that. Hopefully you are having a good weekend. I'm having a weekend. Keep an eye on the time. That's the iron done. Now we're going to paint the flag. Don't fall over, thank you. Alright, well, before I paint the flag, let's do the shield here. Now, this paint line from Citadel, aka Games Workshop, is one of my favorite paints that line ideas that they've ever made next to the dry paints. which dry brush paint's the best thing they've ever made. But these, oh, let me get into position here. These gemstone colors that they did as a release alongside Eldar in 7th edition is some of the best things that they've ever made. I love them so much. They are really good for doing visors, gems, stained glass. It's basically the non-oil of glazing, and all you do is just get a bright silver, and then you get a little bit on your brush, push it up the top and drag down, and it basically does a really good version of a gem, like a gem. It would look like a gem, glare and gloss and all. If you water it down, it turns into a nice glaze that will dry up to be kind of like a glow effect, like the Tezzeret glow is basically this. But the way paints and stuff are a little thicker, so they are a weird hybrid of wash and paint. So when that dries on right here, it will look stained glassy and a little bit rusted. That's kind of what I wanted from it. But anyways, next on we are going to be using some this Azul Prussia or dark Prussian blue, and we're going to be painting the flag. On that bag. I may need to mix paints to make the blue I want, depending on how this turns out. Ooh, no, actually that's perfect. Being very gentle, because I do not want to snap this banner, because it is not being held by hand. This color is one of my favorite blues. I do really like it. Now, in order to do this, what I'm doing with the bases and stuff, I did have to permanently glue them to the movement tray from Last Argument, but that is okay with me. I am personally under the opinion that large monstrous creatures, like giants and stuff, shouldn't be a part of First Blood. I think that kind of goes against the idea behind it of being like a first contact, you know, scouts and stuff, kind of like a kill team game. But you could have a custom game mode, you know, where it's like the retinue of your big boss leaders fighting against the other person's big boss leader in the fight. And that could be fun with a monster. Like, you know, like if the Fallen Divinity was fighting a T-Rex, or like a Predator on T-Rex, like their leader model versus the other person's giant leader model. And they had like a little honor guard with them or something like that. Makes sense. But I think like for the most part it's supposed to be, you know, ground troops running into people during scouting missions and stuff. Later in the back, that's fine. That could be like sun bleaching and stuff. Yeah, so that's kind of the blue I want. I'll have to add a little black to it to make it darker. A little necromantic look. But that is kind of the goal I'm going for. I'm gonna have to come back and touch up the silver on here. That's fine. That's fine by me. Yeah, that's... Let me get it back into focus for you guys so you can kind of see. But yeah, that's kind of the blue that I'm looking for. Moves has a better contrast wash paint color to it. Interesting. Intriguing. But yeah, that's kind of the main flag color. Put that down gently. Gently. Oh. Actually squeeze out the paint from this. Nope. Okay, now on to my favorite metallic. Where are you? Dark scale, night scales, skull. Try to get this stuff out without it exploding on me. Oh, sun's coming out. This stuff does have a real bad habit of drying up, like splitting. But I've learned you don't need a lot. This might be a paint I pop open and add water to it. Add some thinner. Yeah, it's, as you can see, it's kind of gunky. I'm gonna add some water to it. Some ding dangling. Crunch it up, there we go. Gotta push the chunk back down, but off the chunk that's trying to come out. There we go. It's alive again. I can hear it. But if you want to see what it looks like, it's really nice. Get it away from the white model. It's like really nice blackish blue colors. Kind of hard to show on camera. Actually, I might be able to show you the paint pot water. Give me a second. Yeah, there you go. It's kind of like this color, but darker. So this bluish dark color. It's really nice. I am going to be using it on this model. So, trying to get it to work is going to be a pain. on white, I just need it to be, watery. I don't like that wiggling because I don't want it to fling paint onto everything. But it's our irony color. Into this band, that's around it. So I'm going to need a smaller brush for this. Brush lid. Shake the shit out of this paint. Basically, I'm going to finish up this banner and then I got to go. So, there are things I need to do before the plans actually happen. work. Okay. 1 second, people. It was literally made like yesterday. Don't know how you do it. I'll have to look into that after I'm done the stream, but there's a way to add words to as a block list of like, hey, don't let these words go through. But anyways, I need my black, and then we're gonna call it. Because I gotta get stuff done. I've wiped a bit off on the base, but that's fine. That's why I'm holding it by the base rim and not the model. I was holding it by the model because I just have to, because there's no other way. I'd be wearing gloves. Why the details raised on it, because that way it's something you can paint. I don't know how Games Workshop does it, if it's just because their tooling is so good. Like, this symbol should be in the fabric, I think. Black here and there, just add to that, you know, worn, damaged, chipped look. black and touch up some of these rocks and stuff. Yeah. Let me fix this so you guys can better see the view. But go to the side now. Just let me better focus this in for you. So there we go, we have the base somewhat done. Just going in and touching up rocks and stuff, washes. We've had some damage to the stained glass window and damage to other parts. We have the flag base coated. Shield's base coated, gonna go in with other colors and add more stained glass stuff. And the sword is painted. So continuing on with this, I'll touch up, finish the base later. Zoom out. So continuing with this later, I'm gonna finish the base, get all the primary layers down, the base layers, and then move on to her, where it's just literally whittly adding some of the gold and metallics to the arm here, where the pipe organs would be gold inlay around here. Paint up the candles and paint up her hair, and the banners being alternate colors to each other. And then I can hit it with washes, and it's going to be a lot of dry brushing after that. But with that, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this quick little video, this quick little stream. Please stay around. You will get channel points if you can go in a raid with me to the person's channel, and they are going to be a lot more entertaining than me. So, and stuff like that. And there's people you can talk with, you know, do your hobby modeling with. But anywho, with that, thank you so much for watching. We will see you guys in the next one. Let's go with the thing. Oh. See if we can knock on them. That'd be fun. I've never tried this. Let's do this. See what happens. What happened? What happened? Oh. Oh. I don't know what's going on here. They did something. I don't know if that did. Anyway, let's raid.